Hey everybody, Tim here with Student Athlete World. Hey, just want to talk to you today about what not to ask a college coach or questions that college coaches hate getting asked. Having been a college coach myself for 8 years, of course, I got lots of emails, lots of calls from potential student athletes and from their their parents. So, just going to focus on three things today that should help you when you're thinking about reaching out to a college coach on what to say and what not to say. Um, Number one is don't give the college coach another job or don't assign them a task. Um, Athletes are pretty notorious for doing this. Maybe it's because they grow up and everybody that comes to their house or they work with is sort of works for them, is employed by them. College coaches are not employed by you. They don't work for you. They have bosses that they have to answer to. You're not one of them. They have what you want, which is a scholarship or an opportunity to play in college. So what you don't want to do is give them a task. And a lot of kids do this and they don't even really realize that they're doing it. Some of the things they might see is, hey, coach, can you come see me play at this event or something? And you might just be thinking, well, I'm giving the coach my schedule. Well, there's a better way to do that rather than telling them to come see you play. Don't text or call a coach and say, hey, coach, call me back at this number. Or you can call me here. I'll be home later at 8 o'clock and you can call me. Let me just give you some knowledge here or perspective on this. That college coach has thousands of kids trying to talk to him. I'm assuming if you're making that call, you do not have thousands of college coaches trying to talk to you. They have the leverage in this negotiation or this conversation. So when you tell a coach, hey, call me back, what you probably should say is, hey, coach, I'd like to talk to you. Is there a good time? I can be available at this time. Please let me know when I can be available. Let the coach know that you want to talk to them. Again, you probably don't mean this, but it does come across as arrogant or just uninformed when athletes do this, asking them to, give them duties or tasks or things like that. Okay, so the second thing, the big no-no and things college coaches hate is just getting asked dumb questions. And you've probably heard, well, hey, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Well, there is. And any dumb question you could ask a college coach, or the most common one, are just ones that you could find out with a simple Google search or just a 2 minutes on that coach's school's website. Kids would email or call and be like, hey, coach, what city are you guys in? Or tell me about your school, or what majors do you have? Again, a couple things come into play here. One of them is that college coaches are busy and, they don't know you yet. College coaches are old men and women, typically. You don't see a lot of, millennial college coaches yet. That's changing, but as everybody gets older, this might change. But myself, as a non-millennial, I can tell you, athletes, and some of you parents who are counseling your athletes here, I don't want to have a conversation back and forth. That's you ask a question, I answer it. You ask a question, I answer it. You ask me a question, I answer it. It takes a lot of time. If I don't know you, if I don't have a relationship with you, as a college coach, I'm just wasting my time. And I don't have a lot of time. I'm very busy with a lot of duties. So what you want to do is, you can ask some questions that are a little deeper. Some of the things you can't find out from a website. You could ask the coach about his or her coaching philosophy. You could ask the coach about, what the incoming class is looking like, and what they really look for in a player. More deep, meaningful, questions, not things that you could easily find out on their website. If you do ask those deep and meaningful questions, you will come across as somebody very interested in their school. If you ask the generic questions, maybe then you come across as just somebody not interested or no specific interest in that school. Okay, so the last one, the third one, is the big one. That's why I saved it for last. And that is, in the first conversation, or at least the first couple conversations with a college coach, do not ask anything about scholarship money. The reason is a college coach is not going to give you scholarship right away anyway. You should know based on a quick Google search if they are a NCAA Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, JUCO, whatever. You should be able to find out if that school does offer scholarships. So if you don't know that yet, it's probably too early to even think about contacting that coach anyway. You probably need some guidance and help in the recruiting process. But assuming you know if the school does offer scholarships, asking, hey, coach, can I have a scholarship, is like walking up to a random person on the street and being like, hey, would you like to marry me? Not a terrible question, just not the right time for that question. They don't know you. You don't know them. Of course, they're not going to give you a scholarship. They don't know who you are yet. Asking them if they're gonna offer you, or when they're gonna offer you, or how much they're gonna offer, or how much money they can get you. It's just not quite time for that yet. They don't know you. So what you want to do is build a relationship with the college coach. A relationship starts with an introduction, some conversation back and forth, and eventually that coach will tell you if they're interested in you or not. One of the things I sometimes tell my clients is, how do I know if a coach is interested in me? Well, if you have to ask if they're interested in you, I can tell you the answer. They're not. If they are interested in you, you will know that they're interested in you. They will not hide that fact from you. Again, I've been a college coach. The people that I seriously was recruiting, they knew it. There wasn't any doubt in their mind that I was seriously recruiting them. The people that I just had their email address or something, they might have thought I was recruiting them, but I wasn't. So you really don't want to be the one to bring up scholarship money in the first couple conversations. Now, there is a little caveat to that. If you are a senior and you've had a longer back and forth with the coach and they're kind of dragging you on a little bit, being really vague about, hey, we have scholarships, but, just not really letting you know that you're someone that they would want to offer, it might be time for you to ask that coach, hey, I need to know, or I'd like to know if you have plans to offer me. And the reason is you would rather hear no so that you could use that decision and, move on to other schools rather than just be strung out forever because you're a senior and it's time to, find out for sure. So you do at some point want to ask about scholarship money if it hasn't been brought up. It's just not going to be right away early in the process. So, just to wrap that up again, the three things are, don't give the coach a job. So don't give him a task. Don't tell him to call you back. Don't tell him to call you at a certain time. Don't tell him, that they have to look you up on Huddle or they have to go and look you up on this website. Don't do that. You want the coach to talk to you. So you want to give them as much information as they can. Second thing is don't ask dumb questions, right? Or not thought out questions or questions that you could find out very simply with a Google search or browsing on their website. And then the third thing is don't ask for scholarship money in the first couple conversations with the college coach. When you do get a chance to start a communication with a college coach, be thorough, be professional. You don't need to be overly stuffy and, some kids and parents try to use like super big words and make it all, it's just another person, college coach is another person you're talking to. So, you don't have to get out the dictionary and come up with words you've never heard of and write them in the email to make it sound that just sounds phony and looks phony anyway. So most college coaches don't like that either, but you do want to be professional. So you have to walk that line between, casual and professional. So anyway, I'm here to help. If anyone, I hope you enjoyed little tidbits here and there today on what college coaches hate being asked. My website is studentathleteworld.com. My name is Tim Ryerson, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Please like, share, and comment below if there's anything I can help you with. And most of all, thanks for listening.